welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a review slash first impressions of the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. I'm going to tell you guys all about this foundation and how it worked for my skin. Right now I'm very dry with a little bit of oiliness in certain spots. So if you want to see me test out this foundation and give you my honest review, stay tuned. Now, like I have said, the foundation that I picked up today is the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. This foundation is a medium coverage. It says infused with glow nectar brightening complex. So I'm going to read off the Sephora page for you guys so that you kind of have a better understanding of what it is. So the Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation retails for $44. You get 1.23 ounces in this, 35 milliliters. Like I said, it's a medium coverage. It fits sensitive, normal, dry, combination, and oily skin types. It has a natural finish, and it says a weightless, medium buildable coverage foundation with a velvety natural finish that mimics the look of smooth, healthy skin. So it says that it has natural ingredients that activate that activates that helps brightens, hydrate, and nourishes the skin. This long-lasting, self-setting foundation provides medium buildable coverage that feels weightless and looks natural. And it is formulated without parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's not good. The foundation shade that I decided to pick up was called Shell. I feel like normally the one that was Porcelain, which is the shade that I normally am, it was a little too pink. So this has more of a yellow undertone. This might, now that I look at it in the light, be a little too dark, but we're going to try it out. I got this foundation over the other Becca foundation that was like a 24-hour wear because I want something that looks more like skin. I love a good full coverage foundation, but I'm not as into like the heavy cakey look as I used to be. Not that I ever wanted to look cakey, but I used to want like, bam, I can see the foundation. I know that my skin is covered. I know I look snatched, but at the same time, most of the time I'm not wearing a ton of makeup, so I want something a little more natural looking. That is why I decided to go with this one. And their other foundation was only 1 ounce instead of like the 1.23 ounces. And they were the same price, so I was like, all right, let me try this one out. Let's just get into it and see how good this is. So to prime my face, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Step 1 Base Nourishing Primer. I really want to give my skin a lot of hydration with this because it's supposed to be a very glowy, natural foundation finish. And I've also been exfoliating a lot recently and it's dry out. So I want to give my skin the most amount of nourishment and moisture that I can. My skin is now primed. I'm going to go in and put some of this on the back of my hand. I think it's funny, it comes with a little, like, it looks like a CC cream or a BB cream type dispenser. The packaging reminds me a lot of the It Cosmetics CC cream. So I just think that's funny to point out. And then I'm just going to take a little bit and kind of place it. And then we'll go and build the coverage from here. For color match, I think it's pretty good. I didn't get shade matched. I kind of picked my color. I was going to go with Porcelain, but Porcelain looked a little too pink. This one, I was worried it was going to be a little too yellow, but I am way more yellow than I am pink. Now, as you can see, I'll just show you what my skin looks like after just putting the foundation on. I think for the most part, it's a very nice coverage. I still have some redness right up here. Like it didn't cover my blemishes right there. It didn't cover, you can still see some of my breakout right here. I didn't go in with concealer yet, so you can still kind of see some of my redness right in here. And in my nose, that didn't cover it at all. So I used 3 full pumps. I'm going to go in with another like half pump and kind of target that in areas that I really need it and see if that works. that definitely gave me a better coverage. A lot of those spots have been covered by going over it another time. So they are right, it is very buildable. So you're not going to get that instant gratification. You kind of have to build towards it. But I'm going to go in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in shade C2. And I'm just going to target it right under my eyes here. And I'm going to throw a little tiny bit on my nose. And just like 1 or 2 dabs right in here. But I don't really need that extra coverage in there because that foundation did cover it up. This is what my skin looks like after using the concealer and the foundation. I still do have to go in and set it and do my cream contour, but for the most part it looks really good right now. So I'm going to go with my Fenty Matchstick in the shade Amber and contour my face. My skin looks really good still with the cream contour blended out. I think the only thing is I can still see some of my texture that I'm having right now, but I don't think the foundation is really to blame for that. I just kind of think that's kind of what my skin's feeling right now. And then I'm going to use my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. And I'm going to go in with a Morphe brush and just set certain spots of my face. Then with my Bobbi Brown Medium Bronzer, I'm going to go in and kind of warm up my face a little bit. And then to highlight, I'm going to be using my Becca Shimmering Perfect Pressed Powder Highlighter in the shade Opal. And I'm also going to dip into Pearl and bring that up in the front parts of my cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist to set my face. So my final thoughts of the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation is I really like it. I think for the most part it looks like really good on my skin. There are certain parts that I have to build up a little bit more with product than others, but I feel like that's most foundations besides like ultra full coverage foundations that just like blur everything out. But this isn't that. It's a medium coverage foundation, and I definitely think that my skin looks like realistic. Like looking at myself, you know, it looks natural. I would say the only thing I don't like is I've already had some settling in. It's already settled in those fine lines right there. But other than that, like it's not bad, you know what I mean? I feel like for most foundations, I get lines in my forehead because I just have like natural inherited expression lines. For the most part, nothing's settled in here yet. I've had the foundation on for maybe 45 minutes since I first applied it. But it looks really good. I really like the consistency of it. I like the coverage of it. The price point's not really bad for how much you get. I do like the packaging. The only thing is, if it's anything like my IT Cosmetics CC cream, which it looks exactly like that, just a little bit different packaging, it's gonna be a bitch and a half to stand up in my drawer where I keep all my foundations. That's just what I learned about the IT Cosmetics product, and this packaging looks exactly like that, but other than storing it, I love it. So I definitely think because right now my skin is ultra dry because of the seasons changing, but I do have some oiliness in my T-zone right here, which I always have. I think for the most part it's a great foundation for every part of my skin that has a different problem. So that's good to know if you are dry or if you are oily. It looks really good on the skin. Once you set it, it doesn't move besides like going in those little tiny fine line areas. And I don't think that was from my concealer because I only brought concealer up to like right here and it's like all up in here. So other than that, I love it. If you guys have any questions about anything or what it looks like after this video, just let me know down below and I would not mind answering those questions for you guys. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Give this video a thumbs up. and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.